The first time I made a piece of music, I was with a mentor of mine, and I remember singing out loud, like, boom, 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 ah, boom, ah, boom. And the reason why I sung that was because it was an actual drum beat, like, do 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 dak do dak do do dak do do goo gak goo gak do do gak goo. I was like, what if I apply a melody to that same rhythm? Because as a drummer, that's sort of how we create. And then my mentor took that exact melody that I sung in that moment and just started looping it. And I was like, that's it, we're gonna make a song out of this dumb idea. Like, this was just a momentary idea. This is not the song. And, but we did. I learned something in that moment, which is that those purest moments of inspiration can actually be the most profound and the best quality, for lack of a better word, because they're honest. I grew up as a New Yorker, and in New York, every last billboard and every last street sign is filled in by either somebody else's art or by graffiti or by a shop or whatever. And there's no mental space to contribute your own thoughts or your own ideas or to analyze. I feel living in LA, I can be in a very empty, vast space, and then my brain, by nature, starts filling in what I think is empty. And I share that because that's when you start to tap into the inner self, to the inner voice, to the things that matter to you. And it's best to pay attention to what are sort of the patterns, what are the recurring thoughts that you have on a daily or weekly basis. Because that's you being you. This is where I think artistry is, and in us expressing our most authentic self. That's what translates. That's what everybody else is searching for in their own life. And by us showing the way of what that looks like, inspires somebody else to want to seek out that truth for themselves. There's many things that I do to enable myself to create, and it's something that my father taught me all through my life, which is shut out the noise. And that means so many different things. It can mean right now, staying off social media. It can mean not traveling. It can mean doing meditative exercises to actually quiet the negative self-doubt voices in our head. So I think shutting out the noise recently has come to mean exercising. I exercise every day. I have my 3rd marathon coming up in March, which will be my homecoming marathon. I've never run in LA, so that's gonna be great. And then it allows me to stay focused on producing and producing a little bit every day. I'm really interested in making my own sound. That takes a lot of self-confidence. It takes a lot of self-confidence to be like, this is good enough for me, therefore it's good enough. And when I went to business school, ironically, one of the most powerful lessons I took away was trusting my own intuition and believing in my own ear. And I wear, this is the merch that we sell at my shows. It says, own your voice. And that's not only a message for marginalized communities, for young women who, in this era of Me Too, we are conditioned to not speak up and not trust our own voice, not trust our own intuition. But the best artists, the leaders of culture, people who I respect and admire, and what I want for all young people, but women especially, is to trust your own instinct when you're creating. And if something sounds good to you, it's perfect. 3, 2, 1, call it.